And I like the problem, though, when you're against this bottom lane of Viper and Mako, they love to be aggressive. So having that defensive support, but also having it against these kind of brawly picks we're seeing from EDG. It feels like EDG are going to be the ones trying to set the pace with that Twisted Fate. It's almost always the way. After getting them back-to-back for years. It happened in summer. It's time to get our grand finals underway as we head onto Summoner's Rift to kick this series off.
And it feels like it's back to form for both these organizations, right? As you say, FPX, they were in spring finals. They just got pipped. Now coming through again, looking favorites to take this. But you look across at EDG as well. The guys who didn't make Worlds in 2019 and 2020. The first time since the organization's inception in 2014 that they didn't make that accolade. Now they find themselves going to Worlds. Now they find themselves up against FPX.
Or their bottom lane with that push, or is it all about the volatility of that top lane matchup like we thought?
I mean, great ward here from Scout though. Yeah. Spots out, Tien may actually still get caught though.
Oh no, Scout, is he going to have to flash into 2v2 in the mid lane to start this series off? Doinb in, there's a stun coming down onto the jungler. He's locked up low HP and taken out for first blood. Scout starts this one off with a bang, and in they come from the bottom lane. Mako locks him up, Doinb goes down.
And we were asking for EDG to adapt, and they did. Mako making his way towards mid. Beautiful word from Scout, like you were hitting on, Dagda, to set up for that play to come out. And we didn't think EDG would be the team to come out with guns a-blazing.
And it's all thanks to that ward, right? They spot out exactly where Tien is. They get the pieces in place, and it's beautiful from EDG. Now, we got to see maybe Viper.
Yeah, Viper going aggressive in the bottom side, using that E aggressively. Crisp tries to make the play. The Ignite is there, but I don't think it'll quite finish this kill off. Damn good effort, though, from the FPX bot lane.
Hey, it was a good try, right? You know, the flash Ignite, getting a little bit antsy in that bottom lane. Not quite able to get anything, though. Viper, though, still sticking around. And look at Doinb. He's roaming down.
Yeah, they really need to be careful. Scout does have the teleport if they do want to react to this play, but it might be just too late if Viper is so low.
Viper still has his heal and flash. There is outplay potential here.
I feel like it's really about getting either your mid laners or supports involved.
Yeah, and I mean, if you don't interact with this realistically, Flandre's happy as Larry. I mean, look at the CS lead already.
JJ Blast cones in. Here we go, Scout using his Destiny as well to try and get under this tower. There's the gold card, throws an Nuguri, but he flashes under the tower, culling across. Tien in trouble here, low HP, still going for now, but he falls. Now the tower not being tanked up by JJ. He gets the double. Nobody goes down. That was flawless.
Can we check if we have the nameplates on the right way around? I feel like this is watching what FPX do at this stage, where they're all over the place. They get the early kill in mid, they moving up towards the top. So you now got 3 kills for JJ on the Lee Sin.
It's just crazy, right? Oh, but it's not gonna stop.
More aggression in the bottom side. This time it's EDG pushing forwards. Ignite goes down onto Crisp, but even with Scout's TP, they can't find a kill.
I still think it was a really nice try coming out though, right? Because going back to base, you don't have a buy, you see a window to look at this play. We're going to jump straight into the replay. I mean, they still have the ability to move with the Twisted Fate from the earlier play from Doinb. They just lock him down with the gold card. I think really nice job of like not taking aggro too early. They utilize the range from the culling, and then Flandre, I mean, just set up still. They were able to get Mako's flash out of it. I think FPX are making the right choice, so of cross-mapping.
I will say it's Viper. He's never quite helpless, but now under turret for sure. There are 4 members of FPX, and it's their turn to die, but in comes Scout as well, and it's going to be Mako to go down first. And the top side of the tower has fallen. FPX, I mean, it's a 1-for-1. I'm not sure that's worth it.
No, and they're not even going to get these plates, right? You're about to lose 2 towers, 250 gold on that tower. That is just going to go into the hands of Flandre, and he's huge right now. Like, look at the CS lead. He's now gotten 5 turret plates plus this extra tower. That Lucian is going to be a menace come this mid-game.
And it's sadly for the side of FPX, right? Nuguri not able to go and hold, would probably just get dove and end up dying in that situation. Going back to the Flandre lead, though, the fact that he will be so big in the side lane, what we were talking about earlier with Doinb, what we were happening earlier with Doinb of, you know, outscaling in the 1v1 matchups won't be as big of a deal just because of how far accelerated Flandre is with that 2k gold lead.
And this guy's the weak side king. Imagine when he doesn't have a lane opponent. Like, he can just take over. He's already taken 2 towers.
And exactly, as we said before, like, this guy loves Lucian before. He was renowned for his Lucian in the past, so we're going to get to see that again. Looking at the dive, though, here, you get on towards Mako, but look, watch Chris, right? Always out of range of Scout. He's the one tanking up, making sure that...
I feel like what you're going to be doing is conceding sides and continuously looking to group mid, just making sure people like LWX can farm, making sure Tien, maybe Nuguri and Doinb picking up some of those camps in the jungle.
Crisp could be in trouble here. JJ kicks it back into the rest of the squad, and Viper will not be gifted the kill. Gets taken by the cripple coming out. And now on to LWX as well, and it feels like FPX just cannot catch up right.
They can't, but JJ is taking over. He heard the criticism, comes in. He's the one finding all these proactive plays, and EDG don't look like they want to stop here.
And Tien, it feels like he's just about got away with his Gromp, but maybe not even that. A TP coming on through, though. Scout arrives on the scene as well. 2v4 underneath the tower here for FPX as they go on towards Flandre, trying to start the fight, but they can't close the gap. Flandre now slowed. Culling doesn't do much to the Viking. Axe is coming on through, blocked by his teammates, but the shot blast from Nuguri finishes one. Now it's EDG turning the fight back onto his head. Doing B has to flash out to safety. The gold card comes through onto the top laner though, and Nuguri locked up, forced to flash himself. Now EDG re-engaged upon FPX, starting the fight once more. Ignite on JJ. He will fall. The stun comes down onto the support, and FPX finally find a positive play.
It's so good that FPX managed to come out on top of that because they invested so many resources to try and defend that bot lane turret, defend Tien, and they managed to get some of these crucial kills back in their favor. Now they should be able to try and put some pressure onto this bot lane and get it back, but we'll just have to take a look at this replay here in the mid lane.
Yeah, and we're going to see that Jid is going to be able to start it off, hits the Sonic Wave, blind, able to go in, is going to be able to get the Ward Hop into the Insect to make sure they find that initial kill, and then Jid just doesn't stop. Mechanics so on point. I love the aggression coming out from Viper. Flashes in, helps to guarantee that kill and pick up some more gold. Then we're going to see here EDG wanting to use the fact that they had that pressure from mid to look for this play in bot. Let's remember that in these early skirmishes, Flandre is pretty much all of their burst. Scout is a CC bot. Even Viper not able to do too much in short bursts just yet. He's going to go down from just playing pretty much 1v3 under turret to that point. They are able to return one kill back, even forcing out the flash from Doinby. But after the gold card comes out, we see what I just mentioned. Not enough burst to really take down another member. So for FPX, they're going to be able to turn around because they have both Doinby Nuguri there.
All right, we're going to return to live here because
side lanes, they're doing fine in mid lane. Doesn't matter that Varus does have the wave clear. They're going to be able to collapse as a 5-man unit and look to get some gold.
Chain of Corruption comes down onto Mako here. Solar Flare flashed away from. There's a play on the top side of the fight as well, though. Nuguri already down. The Herald gets to charge in. That's the Solar Flare on the team. The Culling coming through, but blocked by the Unbreakable. But EDG pressuring from all angles here. And FPX just having to run away from the fray.
And it's just so great to see, right? They hone in on just, hey, we're going to pick up the Straggler and Nuguri up towards that top side. And for FPX, engaging on the 3-man is so hard. You have Ezreal and Lucian. There's so much mobility between them. And you already hit on it for FPX. There isn't a ton of engage coming out, right? You do have the Chains of Corruption. Sure, Doinby can look for an Abscond of Duct, but nothing reliable.
Also, JJ just hits like a truck.
Yeah.
Like, at this stage, you got Gore Drinker, you're working towards Black Cleaver. That at least it definitely hurts. We're actually going to see it here. Like, JJ just spots the Nuguri's a little bit separate. They go in, and they're able to just burst them out. Like, you can see just that was
there onto Flandre before the fight kicks off, but it's answered by Viper with a true shot barrage of his own. Gets some good damage down. JJ just goes in. So does Tien, though. Straight on towards the back line here, trying to shut down Viper, and they will. Bringing down the true damage, but it's answered twice over. An arrow from LWX to make sure people know he's the AD carry to talk about. 3v3 here to the skies in. EDG falling apart here, and FPX at a disadvantage, somehow going even with EDG.
How do they keep doing this? There's been so many games this playoffs where FPX fall behind and then they just find it to try and bring FPX continuously back into this game.
Yeah, we haven't seen him doing a nice job in skirmishes. I do want to highlight some other members though, like LWX. Oh, maybe we
might
look for
not
Tien,
have
though.
time. Tien charging into the fray. Scout forced to flash right off the bat here. Mako kind of separated from the rest of his squad. Taken out before the fray even begins. JJ now being chased. Going to be Doinby stealing away that Dragon's Rage, but he can't quite go for anything more as EDG are forced to back away. Flandre and Viper want to contest, they want to threaten, but they don't have a way into this death ball from FPX.
Yeah, FPX, I think death ball is the perfect word with how they're playing, right? We just keep seeing them group up as 5, walking into River to find that initial pick, but EDG now losing a bit of pressure in terms of Flandre having to blow that teleport. I do like that EDG were aware of, hey, we do still have the Ezreal and Lucian up. We can look to try and get some damage on.
As it just spawns.
Yeah, and we're going to be seeing if Scout can find a way on the backline and combo up with JJ.
Bit of a route onto Chris, but he is that Braum, so he's going to be relatively safe there. Doinby stealing the Solar Flare away. Viper, no heal available. Does have his flash, but we've got to keep our eyes on that all-star AD carry. Destiny Port being used there just to regroup with the team from Scout. Drag it down to about half HP. It's just going to be burst down here. Who gets the surprise? It will be FPX to take the Dragon here, now forced to retreat on this one. His health is already low. Gold card, Solar Flare, Viper gets the kill on Tien, and EDG back in control. A great kick from JJ. knocks down the FPX into the waiting arms of EDG. They take themselves the Drake. They take themselves a fight.
Yeah, EDG, they played it so they're able to come out ahead. Looks like they're going to find themselves an ace.
He's trying to hide.
Nobody's home. Nobody's home.
Now I'm curious to see what EDG do, right? The Baron is up, but it's completely on the opposite side of the map. We already see JJ making his way there. Scout doesn't teleport, so it looks like EDG can play for a bit of everything.
Gorgeous, gorgeous play from EDG. The fact that they're able to take against a composition like this, like you want to be looking for picks, but instead they just go straight for the fight, and they do such a good job. Especially JJ there managing to avoid the solar flare, backs up, that culling hitting onto so many crucial members, and you just get the follow-up coming across from Viper, snipes out Tien, you've already got low health bars on Chris, and it's just pick and choose here as you get to go back and forth using the... Oh, hang on, Baron. Oh,
wait, Baron's taken. It's already gone.
Okay, Baron's gone, but I mean, EDG, they're kind of just getting everything right now.
You know, I don't feel like we should actually be that surprised when EDG got there and coming out.
True.
I thought it was a fight. I'm like, conditions
is bare. It does not matter that the Monk went down. The Nexus is open, but EDG kick back. FPX fighting for their lives in game number 1. 3 members down. Can they finish the game? It's FPX falling apart, and it's Viper that takes over.
And it's just so great to see EDG coming out with a statement game. Like we were saying all along, pretty much everyone thought